my name is Tracy Sanders, and I am going to be talking about narcissistic personality disorder. The story of Narcissus comes from Greek mythology. Narcissus was a beautiful young strong man who caught a glimpse of himself in a pool one day. He did not recognize this beautiful image as his own reflection. He was so taken and enamored by this vision that he was unable to look away. He eventually wasted away and changed into a flower, bearing his name, Narcissus. The idea of excessive self-admiration was also explored by philosophers throughout history. In ancient Greece, this state of extreme arrogance and overwhelming pride that can go so far that one loses touch with reality is known as hubris. It wasn't until the early 1900s that the notion of narcissism as an illness became a subject of interest in the field of psychology. In the early 1900s, narcissism began to attract interest in the school of thought known as psychoanalysis. In 1911, Austrian psychoanalyst Otto Rank published the earliest description of narcissism, in which he linked it to self-admiration and vanity. But throughout the years, debates developed about narcissism, whether it was an illness, a disorder, or if it was just self-admiration and vanity. Throughout the years, though, finally in 1980, this personality disorder was finally officially recognized by the American Psychiatric Association's third edition of the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, the DSM-3. Narcissistic personality disorder is a mental disorder in which people have an inflated sense of importance and a deep need for admiration. This disorder makes its sufferers believe they are superior to others and have little regard for other people's feelings. Under this mask, though, these ultra-confident people who suffer from narcissistic personality disorder have fragile self-esteem and are vulnerable to the slightest criticism. Criticism can throw them into anger and rage. Narcissistic personality disorder is diagnosed based on signs and symptoms as well as a thorough psychological evaluation, which may include filling out questionnaires. There is no laboratory test to diagnose narcissistic personality disorder. Narcissistic personality disorder has some similar features to other mental disorders, so it is possible to be diagnosed with more than one personality disorder at the same time. The pattern of this disorder is seen in two or more of the following areas: cognition, affect, interpersonal functioning, or impulse control. This pattern is enduring and inflexible. In order for a person to be diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder, they must meet 5 or more of the following symptoms. Number 1, has a grandiose sense of self-importance, exaggerates achievements or talents, and expects to be recognized as superior even though they have not achieved these goals. Number 2, so preoccupied with fantasies of unlimited success, power, brilliance, beauty, or ideal love. Number 3, believes that he or she is special and unique and can only be understood and can only associate with other people who are special or of high status. Number 4, requires excessive admiration. Number 5, has a very strong sense of entitlement, unreasonable expectations, and especially favorable treatment. Number 6, is exploitative to others, which means they take advantage of others to achieve their own needs. Number 7, they lack empathy. They are unwilling to recognize or identify with the feelings and needs of others. Number 8, they are often envious of others, or they believe that others are envious of them. Number 9, they regularly show arrogant, haughty behaviors or attitudes. Treatment for narcissistic personality disorder is centered around psychotherapy. There are no drugs that specifically treat narcissistic personality disorder. However, if the person who suffers from this disorder also suffers from depression or anxiety, antidepressants or anti-anxiety medications may help. The therapies that are most helpful for narcissistic personality disorder sufferers are cognitive behavioral therapy, which helps to change unhealthy negative beliefs and behaviors, and it replaces them with healthy positive ones. Family therapy. Family therapy is helpful in bringing the family together to explore conflicts, communication, and problem solving to help cope with relationship problems. And group therapy. Group therapy can also be helpful to gain support from others with similar conditions. It also helps by teaching narcissistic personality disorder sufferers how to relate better with others. Therapy may take several years because personality traits are hard to change. There's still a lot of study and research that needs to go on for narcissistic personality disorders. Some therapists believe that a person with this disorder cannot be cured, but they can be helped. Thank you for listening to my presentation.